Hello everyone, and welcome back to this long overdue episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem 7. Well, actually, if you look at your subscription box, you will see that there are two videos out. That's because the last part I didn't really upload in my frustration, but I have done it now, so you will be able to see the last part of Chapter 6 along with this episode, hopefully. So, the reason why I've spent such a long time before I'm making this episode, just forgetting how to speak English there for a moment. If you go look at my fail montage, you will see. I mean, that's just a few clips I found on random. I mean, if I'd spent a longer time on that one, I would probably have used a lot more clips. But I just made that in like 1 minute, and well, this chapter is a nightmare. Chapter 8 is probably the hardest chapter in the game. Or Chapter 7, yeah, Chapter 7, Rebellion at Ostia. Probably the hardest chapter in the entire game. I am not joking. It is so insanely hard that I've been failing and failing. I think I've tried like 20 times and I failed. So I've come back to it. My head is calm, and I have read up on a lot of strategies. So let's see if we can't do it. Yeah, let's just go straight into it with the voice acting and everything. Oh, I missed singing. Okay, it's actually been a couple of weeks since I last played this game. I was so frustrated. I actually destroyed my keyboard. I'm not joking. I had to get a new keyboard because I was like, why is this game so hard? And I woke up my neighbors and scared my cat again. I actually got a formal complaint from my neighbors that I'm yelling too high. It's like, what are you doing? I was like, yeah, I'm playing a video game. Really makes me angry. Okay, so, yeah, I'm talking too much. Hearing of the rebellion, Roy hurried his pace towards Ostia. According to the information that he had gathered on the way, General Legans, one of Lord Hector's advisors, has started a rebellion with Lieutenant Devious to sell Ostia to Bern. Lelina had been captured and taken hostage by Legans. She was then imprisoned inside Kostlosia, probably because Legans thought that he could use her for something later on. Hearing that report, Roy and company entered Ostia city in an effort to rescue Lelina. Ostia, the largest and most active city in Lycia, was to become a battlefield. Dun 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 dun, stained with blood. And welcome to the hardest chapter. Well, it is the hardest Fire Emblem game in my opinion. Well, maybe not. Maybe Fire Emblem. Some of the older Fire Emblem games holds that title. You can't really... hardest Fire Emblem game, let's not even get into that discussion. I'm just gonna aggravate all the fanboys all over the globe. It's like, rah, 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 rah. How dare you speak about hard, you don't even use markers. So yeah. Map, let's look at the map. So, the reason why this map is so difficult, well, there are multiple reasons for that. A few of which I will not mention. Now, I of course know what's gonna happen. The reason why this map is so difficult is because you have to rescue some really annoying people that have a tendency to run off and die, and that is one of the frustrating factors. But even without those people, it would still be a very hard chapter. As you can see, there are shitloads of enemies. There's these mercenaries whose stats are so fucking high in this game. Just look at those mercenaries. Oh my god. I mean, just... their stats are so high. Their skill and speed is just through the roof. Of course, you have the Armor Knights with their fucking 13 defense. But let me introduce you to the most dangerous unit in the entire game. Dragon Riders. Look at those stats. They are strong, they're skillful, they're fast, they're lucky, they have a lot of defense. Their only real weakness is the resistance, which is 1. But yeah, it's not like I have that many magic users. So you will encounter a lot of Dragon Riders in this game, but these are the first ones you meet, which is what makes them so incredibly dangerous. Additionally, this guy has a red gem, which I'm going to try to steal, and that's going to be hell. So, they have 2 weaknesses. They can be shot down with archers. Sadly, Dorothy sucks. I mean, her level ups have just been awful. I'm debating not to use her. Or they can be shot down with magic, but they have 34 hit points, man. They hit like absolute trucks, and there are more of them too. Trust me, there's going to be more of them. So yeah. There are also tons of villages to get. There's a lot of nice loot we can get here, but since there are no dragons on the field, it's not really going to be a priority to get the villages. I can always get them later. So, let's just get through it. I think I've already done the battle preparations. Pretty sure I have, yeah. I think I'm gonna change a little bit around on the units, because I want to send the units with the supports first, obviously. I want to send them, I want to keep them together. Now, Alan and Lance, they are both supported with each other. I want to send them up here to deal with this area right here. And I want to try to get a choke here. I want to try to position 2 units right here. Hopefully having balls here and some, yeah, unit with high avoidance here. So I'm going to keep balls here as close as I can. Now, I'm wondering if Rutger, does he have his armor slayer? Yes, he does. So he will be able to take out this guy straight away. I'm thinking maybe Rutger here, balls here with Ellen since she supports with Rutger. And then I can send maybe... oh no, Clarine with Rutger, sorry. And then maybe Ellen with Lou. Right here. I've given Marcus some weapons. Yeah, laugh all you want, Fire Emblem fans. Yeah, I figured that it's time we just start using him a little bit. Now, at this point, he's starting to fall behind, so his stats aren't really that good. Okay, who am I kidding? His stats are still really good, but I'm gonna try to level him up at least. And we have Dorothy with her steel bow. That really sucks, because the steel bow weighs a ton. It weighs 9, she has a constitution of 7. And the only place to get an iron bow is up here. No, not here, but here, sorry. Shop. Okay, they're both named Shop in this game. I don't know why. These are, I will always call them Armory, because that's what they usually named, but they're named Shop here. I think it may be a translation patch bug. So, we need Dorothy up here though, because there's gonna be a Dragon Knight coming this way, this guy, and we really need Dorothy to try to shoot him. Actually, we kinda need Lou as well. Yeah, those Cavaliers can hold their own without healers, I think, as long as they both have vulneraries. They do. So yeah, let's do this. Roy just needs to stay far away. I'm gonna give him another vulnerary actually. So storage and take. Oh, goddess icon. Who should get the goddess icon? Let's look at the luck. 10, 9, 7, 7, 13, 5, 5, 10, 9, 5. You know what? Now Rutger is already very beefy. He is already very beefy, but then again his luck really sucks. How about balls? 7. He's actually pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna give the goddess icon to Rutger. Yeah, I am gonna give it to Rutger. Because his luck is really bad. Well, his avoidance is really good though, so maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. You know what? You know what? Oh my god, I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I am gonna do it anyway. The Killer Axe. I'm gonna give it to Lot because he's really slow, so he doesn't have a lot of avoidance. But he can use a lot of... he could use the avoidance, so to say. Okay, Lot, let's save, and let's get started. Wow. Rebellion at Ostia. Fucking hardest chapter in the entire game. Okay. Okay, what voices should I give these? Well, he looks kind of like, yes, like a little bit treacherous maybe. So it's like, Devious, how is the city doing? They've been quiet so far, sir, but the mercenary knights from Illa that Hector hired are showing no submission. What's wrong with them? We're telling them we'll pay more. Well, Illa's mercenary knights are known never to betray their masters. You fool, I know that. General Larsen is going to arrive soon. If we don't have Ostia under our control by then, he'll laugh at us. Oh, of course, sir. He may have to use Lilina to bargain with the mercenary knights. If we use her as a hostage, they should surrender to us. But that must be a last resort. We will fight them ourselves with the help of the Dragon Knights sent from Bern to crush Illa's forces. Devious, I want you to clear out the town and guard the castle gate. I will defend the inside of our castle. Yes, sir. Defend the outside, because there's so much happening inside. It's very smart of you, Devious. Malinus, around how many of Ostia's troops have joined the rebellion? Quite a few, I'm afraid. They have forgotten their loyalty towards Lord Hector and are simply flocking towards the one with more power, which is bad. How disgraceful! I see. But there is good news too, Master Roy. There is a band of mercenary knights from Illa that are willing to join forces with us and attack the rebels.
Mercenary knights from Ila?
Yes. They say that they signed a contract with Lord Hector that they would fight Burn alongside Ostia's troops. That's unfortunate. But when the mercenary knights hear the news that Lord Hector has passed away, that contract would probably be broken. Do you think it's possible for us to officially hire them into our service? I would have thought so too, Master Roy. However, they already knew of Lord Hector's death. They offered to fight alongside of us anyway.
Why would they do that far if they are mercenaries?
Illa is a snowy area with harsh temperatures, so the land isn't very arable. Therefore, sending out mercenaries to fight for pay is one of Illa's main sources of income. Economic input. I've also heard that mercenaries from Illa put trust over anything else, and that they never betray their employers. The rumors are true, I see. Then they should be powerful allies. Yes, fortune is still with us, Master Roy, but I heard from the mercenary knight that one of the 3 dragon lords is coming here with a legion of dragon knights. If they should join the rebels, then our chances of defeating them would become extremely slim. Very true, Merlinus. You're a wise man.
Roy, what are you going to do?
The kingdom of Etruria might join us.
Etruria? Would that be possible?
General Cecilia, the sorcery general of Etruria, was my teacher in the battle arts. While I was studying in Ostia, I have a feeling that she would be willing to join forces with us. I would object, Master Roy. If we depend on Etruria to solve our own matters in Elysia, we'll be sure to be in their laughingstock for decades. Well, not if you're dead, Merlinus. You see, that's what happens when you face a legion of dragon knights. You die. So I think maybe... Stupid old man. Yes, I know that, but this is truly an important match for Elysia. I think that we should go for the most safest and most definite option rather than worrying about the consequences and do nothing, which would most likely lead to the extinction of Elysia. Very true, Roy. Master Roy. We have to move quickly. I'll write a letter to General Cecilia, Merlinus. I need you to get the letter to her as quickly as possible. Yes, Master Roy, you are right. I shall send the letter to her as soon as you are ready. Thanks. Alright everyone, let's retake Ostia. Woo! More fighting! Alright, so you may wonder what my new strategy is. Well, for the past few times I've been trying to clear this. Basically my first strategy was like I split my army in half and I sent half of the army up here and I tried to make like a choke point here, preventing all these units from streaming in. Then I sent the other half of my army up here. And basically this side always dies. Even though I've been trying to send like most of my army over here, trying to send just a few units up here, but it just doesn't work. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send my entire force up here and just pray that I can use these choke points right here to just, you know, make sure the enemy won't all get to attack me. However, the downside of using choke points in this game is because of these guys. They just fly straight over everything. So no matter how good I defend myself, I can actually trap myself in here, and these small like streets here will actually be my downfall because I won't be able to protect all my units as I like. My healers will be very vulnerable to the Dragon Knights, so I need... And the Dragon Knights will also use the houses as cover, because if there's a Dragon Knight here, then I can't attack it from here, I can't attack it from here, and I can't attack it from here. I can only attack him from these 3 angles. Or maybe here, or here if I have an archer, but then again I don't really have a lot of ranged firepower. So, I'm gonna spearhead the attack with my cavaliers. It would be really nice if I could... I probably won't be able... No, I won't be able to kill this unless I get a critical hit! Oh, I love critical hits! Okay, that's a good start right there. Being able to take that down, that armor knight. That armor knight! Beautiful. Okay, so balls, go there. And I'm gonna try to clear out this section here so I can basically trying to take control over, yeah, this house region of the map. Although I am strongly considering just leaving a small force behind here just to take down. Really, really tempting, but I'm not gonna do that. Though I might use these forests right here to my advantage. Though, you know, you know what? I'm gonna try to kill as many units as I can while trying to retreat. I'm gonna place Rutger here, so this armor knight goes here and like, oh fuck, this armor knight has a javelin. Stupid. Okay, so I'm gonna send my units over here to the right, and hopefully it's gonna turn out alright. That's my strategy. Like, good strategy, eh? But I've actually thought it through, because You know, sometimes you want to split up your army, other times you don't. And you might be wondering, Mangs, why do you want to go up here? There's units here. Why not just stay down here and just defend this region right here? It's going to be much easier, but... Well, you'll see why next turn. I need to get up here. You'll see why, you'll see why. So I'm actually going to pick up this village right here. There's no stress because there's no brigands, but it's nice to get the items here. A while back, some unknown person was dying in the street. When I helped him, he gave me this sword. Really strange person, but nice, Here's the sword. You can have it, just take good care of it. Well, sword is not a very nice sword if you give it to the first person who comes knocking on your doorstep. But, you know, it's Fire Emblem. So they're gonna advance on me. Shit ton of units. Absolute shit ton of units. Now, if Alan could only double attack in this position, he would finish off this guy. So Alan, you're gonna have to get some more speed, mate. And that was just stupid of me. I didn't think of the fact that this guy had a javelin. Oh, so stupid. So stupid. There aren't many stationary units in this chapter. Most of them advance towards you, because basically sometimes during a Fire Emblem map you're gonna have like half the army is like stationary while the other half is moving. In this chapter nearly every single unit is moving, which is why it's so hard. Now these healers, oh my god, these healers. It's impossible. I mean, you have to finish off units. You can't just leave them wounded like you can in so many other chapters. And here comes the reason why I need to get up there. These units right here, I need to rescue the guy on the right. The guy on the right is in... Oh shit, I think I just knocked off... sorry. You know, I'm waving my hands around a lot when I speak, you see. Even though you can't see it. Okay, so guy on the right is Zealot. He's like Marcus version 2.0. And there's Trek, another Cavalier. I'm not going to use any of these units, but I need to rescue Zealot, because, well, I'm just going to say without spoiling anything, I need him later on in the chapter. Not in the chapter, but in the game. It's a long time until I need him, but I need him. So, yeah. If he dies, I have to restart. Now, if Trek dies, the guy on the left, then I probably won't care. It looks like the Elysia Alliance have started attacking the rebels. Alright, we're going to. Let's go and drive off the rebel forces. And this guy, I've always envisioned him sounding like a peasant from Warcraft 3. Will do, sir. Wait, where's Noah? Oh, I think he went to the arena a while ago. He said coaching a young girl in the sword arts. That Noah, coach? That's unusual. Well, no matter. Once he finds out that we're attacking the rebels, he'll catch up to us. Yup. Alright, let's go. So, these units right here, as I said, he's like Marcus version 2.0. Paladin, really good stats, but don't really want to use him. He has some nice equipment though, which we will be needing if we rescue him. Now Trek, this guy, he is not a bad unit, I'm not going to use him. He's basically like a tanky version of Alan and Lance. He has a lot of defense and a lot of luck, but his other stats aren't so good. So he's like balls on a horse, really, if I'm gonna describe him in any way. So I've used him once on a playthrough and he didn't turn out too bad, but I like my Cavaliers with a little bit of more punching power, you know. I think Cavaliers are units suited to kill other units. They're not tanks. Although they certainly can be tanks. Now, what I need to do now is I need to just maim my way through these horses as quickly as I possibly can. I have a halberd. If I can hit with this halberd, then that means a dead Cavalier. I have a 69% chance to hit though. However, you need to take some chances in this chapter. Fuck! Fuck! Okay, that made me really angry. One less Cavalier means so much in this game. So much. Okay, I'm gonna focus down this dude. I'm gonna kill him because he needs to die. Mercenaries are so goddamn powerful. So let's just pray balls. Actually, did I use the luck icon on balls? Yes, I did. I did, didn't I? Didn't I? Do I still have my luck icon? I thought I gave it to him. Yeah, I did. I did. I fucking did. Just tell me I did. Yeah, I did use the goddess icon, so he has more luck. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna kill this guy. Please hit. Thank you. That's one less mercenary. One less unit out of a shit ton. Now I have these two units to help me now, but we'll see. One thing I want to do is I want to steal his vulnerary. And because he's a thief and prone to dying, I'm gonna use Marcus. See, Marcus, you're useful sometimes. And I'm gonna send Rutger up in this forest. And now I've created like a nice little wall. Though I'm not too sure if I should attack anything. I think I'll use the Slim Sword, not because I want to kill, but just because it gives a lot of avoidance. And you know, 6 damage to a unit is better than nothing, although it's probably just gonna be healed up anyway. But if I can damage multiple units, then that should mean they probably won't be able to heal up all the damage. I do wonder if the healers in this game have some sort of priority on who they attack. We're kind of interested in knowing how that priority list works. I'm gonna go up here and just release the thief, so we're done with him. And I'm gonna place Roy in this forest. First, because I want to give support to land speed, but because Roy is quite good when he's in the forest. That 20% extra avoidance with his 53 avoidance is pretty good. Now, I also want to... Does these guys have javelin? Yes, they do. I want to make sure that Clarine is within range of Rutger, just in case he gets attacked. And I'm probably going to use Lou, maybe? I'm not sure if I should use Lou against this guy, because he might draw the Cavaliers towards him. That's going to be terrible. Because I have, like, this guy with the javelin, and this archer who can't attack right away, but I also have this guy, and this guy. Actually, the only... Okay, I have 2 Cavaliers, so no, that's not an option at all. Though I may place Lou here, just because I want to use him to maybe finish up this guy. Now what I need to see now is if Ellen is within any danger of dying at... Actually, if I place her... 1, 2, 3. Nah, it's not gonna work. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So she needs to be standing here. I mean Clarine, sorry. If I place Clarine here, then she's gonna give her support bonus to Rutger. And she has a shit ton of avoidance, so I think I should be good. Now, Merlina's got a killing edge. I think I'm gonna give that killing edge to... I'm gonna give it to Lou, who can give it to Roy. So Roy can at least do some good. And Dorothy needs to be... I mean, there's not really much use for Dorothy in this chapter, because she doesn't have an arm bow, but... I'm gonna, you know, every chance I get to shoot an arrow at someone, I will take it. Now, 21% chance to hit. This is why Rutger is amazing. He won't be able to do shit to that Armor Knight with his Slim Sword. He should have equipped the Armor Slayer, and that would have been 1 less Armor Knight. I should have thought about that. Though the Armor Slayer is really heavy, so it reduces his avoidance. Fucking hell, Lance. Why are you so good? Holy fuck. Lance has just been so godlike. Ouch. Okay, I didn't foresee that. It's okay, though. Merlinus actually tanked a javelin. It's pretty impressive, man. Merlinus is expendable, though. If he dies, he comes back, so... He's, like, actually the only expendable unit in the game. They're beating up Trek now, but if Trek is a smart boy, he will use his vulnerary. And Chad is one lucky son of a bitch. He really is. This soldier is probably angry about using his his vulnerary. Like, Chad should totally just drink a vulnerary right now, just to rub it into his face. Like, oh, I'm wounded. I should probably use this vulnerary I just stole from you. It's like spitting in the face. Oh, you know, those healers. They're so close. It's so tempting just to run up with a run up with an Armor Knight, and now a Cavalier just kill them, but I just can't afford it, you know? And here comes the pain. This guy right here. Hopefully... Okay, he seems to be really focused on Zealot. What I need to do now is I need to use everything I have to kill that Dragon Knight. If I can get that Dragon Knight down, then life is good. If I can't get him down, then life is not so good. Because he's by far the most deadly and dangerous unit in the entire game. At least in this chapter. Okay, he's not in the game, but in this chapter he's just a pain in the ass, really. Okay, so here comes the... Okay, good job, Trek. Taking a vulnerary so you can last longer, take more hits. Zealot is going to be finishing off this soldier. Oh, actually, he's going to be missing. Okay, I was actually kind of bad. I was hoping Zealot would actually... What the hell is going on with the RNG? Okay, that's terrible. Okay, and here comes the other guy. Looks like they started attacking the rebels. Well, in fear, I should get going soon.
Thank you for coaching me, Senora.
No problem, but I must say you surprised me. You suddenly came up to me and said, I want to fight the match. Okay, sorry, I forgot to use the fear voice.
I want to fight the match with you. I'm sorry, sir. No, it was my first time. It was my first time.
Oh, you did good fear, although it was your first time. I'm so perverted. You know, when it comes to that, I'm just gonna excuse myself for a moment there and say that for some reason there's so many Fire Emblem fans who, I don't know, Fear, the lady you see on the left there, she's the daughter of someone from Fire Emblem 7. I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't played this game, but she's actually the daughter of someone, and for some reason there's so many Fire Emblem guys going like, oh, Fear, she's so hot. Look at her, she's like 11 years old. I mean, seriously. Okay, not that Noah seems to care.
It was my first time in the arena.
If you'd asked another person, you would have been killed. You need to look over your opponent very carefully before choosing to fight.
You must not hesitate to surrender if it looks like you're going to lose, right?
Exactly. You can always win back your money, but if you lose your life, it's all over. That's basically Noah saying, stay the fuck away from arenas.
Yes!
What are your plans now? Are you going to stay here and work on your sword skills?
No, I'm planning to travel to Western Isles.
The Western Isles? Why?
They're building a new mine there, and I heard that there are a lot of people who are going there looking for work. They must be strong people if they're miners, so I thought it would be the ideal place to find people to fight for my training. And besides...
Besides?
The Western Isles is where my mother first met my father. She is dead now, spoiler alert. But when she was my age, she was also traveling around the world training her sword skills.
I see, you surprise me again.
Huh?
All you were saying at first was, I want to become strong, right? So I thought your sword skill was all you had interest in. But you were training because you wanted to be like your mother? Aww, I'm so happy to see that you do have a cute side.
What? Noah, please don't chase me.
Ha 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 ha. There she goes. She's not gonna be recruitable in this chapter. Spoiler alert. Okay, so we got a new armor knight. No, sorry, cavalier. Noah, he's I don't really know much about Noah. I always was under the impression that he was like a very balanced social knight. He has like average growths in all areas, not really a master of any particular skill, because these are the 4 cavaliers you get in this game. You have like Alan, who is supposed to be like the strong guy, even though he's weaker than Lance. Lance is supposed to be like the fast and skilled guy. Trek is like supposed to be the tanky guy, and Noah, I suppose he's supposed to be like the jack of all trades, master of none guy. I've used him once, he turned out alright, so it's not a bad unit, it's just that I already have 2 cavaliers. And I don't want to waste too many of my slots on cavaliers. So, we're in a clusterfuck here. Holy fuck, look at all these units. First priority now is to take out this guy. He needs to die, he needs to die really quick. Let's see if we can do any damage to him. No, we cannot. Holy fuck, this is just terrible. Look at all these units. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna chug a fireball on his face. Because luckily he has 1 resistance, which makes him very weak to loot. Now I'm gonna see if I can use my 2 social knights to kill him. If I can, then that's gonna be a huge victory. It looks promising. He can't really hit my social knights. God, they're so good. Yeah, it looks promising. This isn't the guy with the red gem, is it? No, I do believe, yeah, he's here. He's still stationary. He's not attacking, thank God for that. And I'm gonna finish him off with Alan. I should have used the sword. Oof, if that attack had missed, I don't know what I would have done. Beautiful, level up. Get some good level up now. Try to catch up to Lance, man. Not too shabby. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna use Lot, and I'm gonna use the halberd. Yeah. Just because I want to. Pew! 1 shot! Oh, beautiful. Okay, this is actually working out pretty well, although I'm a little bit of... Oh, fuck, thunder. Eek! I need to finish off this guy. And there's actually more guys here than I thought it would be. Luckily, I do have Marcus. Chad needs to get the fuck away. My healer's in a little bit of a awkward spot, I would say. I'm wondering if I should just use the armor slayer and get rid of this guy. Probably for the best. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Please don't hit. Thank you. Okay. So, I've eliminated a lot of tough units, although there's still a shit ton left. Now I have like a little wall here, if you haven't noticed. I have like 1, 2, 3... Okay, this guy's a problem. I'm gonna use balls to protect... I'm gonna place balls here, but if I'm gonna do that, I need to kill off this guy. And Marcus actually won't do that on his own, which is really disappointing. Yep, okay. So, my timer is up for this chapter. So, I'm gonna be ending this part right here. I can't fucking remember what part it is. Is it 12 or 13? Okay, anyway. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next part, I suppose? Yes, okay.